umbrella tree. Sunny days of thunder, your friends are waiting under the umbrella tree. So come on everybody, see what's at Holly. There's no better place to be. In your imagination, find an invitation under the umbrella tree.
Good game?
Yahoo!
No.
I guess I know whose team won.
Yeah.
Something smells delicious.
I am making fish and chips for my favorite uncle, Uncle Jack. He's coming to visit today all the way from England, where he lives.
Ooh, England. That's a faraway country. Gosh, England. Hey, isn't that where they wear grass skirts and wooden shoes?
No, Iggy, they dress just the same as we do.
Ah. Well, what language do they speak in England?
They speak English, Jacob.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
They're really tall in England, aren't they? Like 10 meters high?
Oh, 10 meters.
Oh,
Gloria, they're exactly the same as you.
Oh, you mean they're all gophers?
Gophers?
No, I... Oh, all right, I should have known. You're teasing me.
No. A little.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, when's your Uncle Jack coming, Holly?
Well, any minute now, I think, and I can hardly wait to see him. Not only is he a lot of fun, but he's the best storyteller I know. You'll see when you meet him.
Oh, boy. Well, I wish he'd hurry and get here. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, well, that's probably him now. Oh, could somebody get it? I just want to sort of tidy up a little here.
Sure, I will. You go.
Do you think Uncle Jack's going to like fish and chips?
Well, people all over the world like fish and chips.
I do.
Who is it?
It's Uncle Jack.
Ah.
Hello there, matey.
Hello.
Is it him?
Well, he says it is, but he doesn't look like you at all, Holly.
Yeah, Sonny, can I get to come in?
Sonny?
Uncle Jack! Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Come on
hello,
in.
Ducky. Cool, you look smashing.
Come on, I want you to meet my roommate. Uncle Jack, this is Gloria.
Oh, hello, love.
Hello.
And this is Jacob.
Hi.
Watch her, matey.
Watch my what?
And this is Iggy.
Oh, how'd you do, young whippersnapper?
Yeah, no, I'm an iguana. Iguana.
I am delighted to have had the opportunity to make your acquaintance.
Holly, I thought you said he spoke English.
Oh, bless your heart. I do speak English. See, I come from a part of England where everybody speaks like that. But when I go somewhere, it's difficult to understand me, so I speak like that. But when I'm at home, I speak like this.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Which does remind me of a story I shall have to tell you one of these days.
Well, you could tell it to us now.
Oh,
Now?
well, Gloria, Uncle Jack's just arrived, and he probably needs to relax for a little while.
You know me, love. I never missed a chance to tell a story. And this will be the first time I've told one to a gopher, to a lizard, and to a blue jay.
Yay! Well, all right, you can tell them a story, and I'll just go and get supper ready.
Come on, everyone. Let's gather round.
Okay.
And settle down. Oops. Right, off with the hat. Put that down, I think. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody comfortable?
Comfy.
I am. Right, that's nice. Now, this here is the story about a man who talks like what I do. Oh, a tick. I've got my book on it somewhere. Just a minute. Yes, here it is. Oops, put my specs on as well. Now, let's sit down. Where was I?
It was a story about a man who talks like you. Hey, Ducks?
That's very good, Jacob.
But I'm not a duck. I'm a gopher.
Of course you are. It's just a silly expression we use. Anyway, may I begin to tell this story?
Yeah.
Yeah, you may.
Please. Thank you. Right. Now, one day, a long time ago, a man whose name was Harry Hopkins went for a trip on a big ship. It went far, very far, all the way into the farthest part of the ocean. And everything was just fine until, all of a sudden, a bad storm came up and the ship was tossed around wildly by the waves. It was very rough. So rough that when a particularly large wave hit, it knocked Harry, who happened to be sitting on the deck at the time, clear off the ship.
Oh, no. Well, what happened to Harry? I mean, Harry.
Well, poor old Harry, he would have drowned right there and then, except that the deck chair he'd been sitting on came floating by. Harry grabbed onto it, and the waves swept him along so fast that before he knew it, he'd been washed up on the shore of a highland. A highland so far away, no one had even known it was there.
It was England. Holly, you told us that England is an island?
Well, that's right, Gloria, but everybody knows where England is.
I don't.
Well, that's true, but it wasn't England.
No, it was another highland. Well, the first thing Harry heard when he woke up was drums beating. Then he looked up, and what do you think he saw?
A marching band with drums.
Yeah.
Not on your Nelly. He saw a group of island people all wearing beads and shells and carrying spears. And one of them came up to Harry and said, "Hey, say, are you quite all right, old chap?" And Harry said, "Oh, fine, tar ever so."
Pardon?
That's exactly what the islanders said too, because they couldn't understand him either.
Huh.
In fact, they couldn't understand a single word he said.
Huh.
Well, at first, they thought the storm must have made him a bit bonkers.
Bonkers.
But when he kept talking in that strange way, they decided he must always talk like this. Now, there was one islander who had a different idea. He was a sneaky sort of person, and he had happened to notice that Harry looked like the statue of the old High Chief that stood in the village square. Now, to be truthful, Harry didn't look exactly like the statue, but he did look a little like it, and that was enough for the sneak, whose name, by the way, was Sarchi. "It's a miracle," he cried. "The old High Chief has come back to us." And he led them to the town square, where he pointed to the statue and had Harry stand next to it.
He does look like the statue of the old High Chief.
That's what the islanders thought too. And when they all jumped up and down and they clapped and cheered, Harry bowed and said, "Tom, from the bottom of my heart." "What did he say?" asked the islanders. And again Sarchi cried, "Listen, it's a miracle. I can understand him. He said we are to build him a huge palace, and he will live there and aim to be the Prime Minister. And everyone should do whatever I say. I mean, whatever our new High Chief tells me to say."
Boy, he's sneaky.
Well, you know that, and I know that.
And I know that.
And I know that.
And I know that.
I knew that.
But the other islanders didn't know that. So they did what Sarchi said. And Sarchi told them to build a huge palace, all the while pretending that Harry was the High Chief, and Harry was the one telling Sarchi what to do. Next, Sarchi said that the islanders should build the Prime Minister, that was him, Sarchi, a big palace too, and that Sarchi should have lots of servants and all the desserts he could eat, especially banana splits. And they did it, because they thought those were the wishes of the High Chief himself. But since nobody was allowed to see the High Chief, and that's Harry, of course, except Sarchi, no one knew how lonely and miserable Harry was. Then, one day, when Sarchi came to see Harry, Harry had a big surprise for him. Instead of saying, "I wish I could go down to the village and see someone," Harry said, "I wish I could go down to the village and see someone."
Hey, I understood that.
Yeah, it was just like regular talking.
Right you are. You see, Harry was so lonely that he had learned how to talk like the islanders, so he could have some friends. Uh-oh, Sarchi thought. If he can talk to the others, they'll find out that I've been tricking them.
Right.
So you know what he did?
No. What?
What?
Sarchi said to Harry, "Hey, what? I can't understand you. You see, Sarchi pretended he couldn't understand Harry, and poor Harry believed him and gave up trying to learn how to talk like everyone else. So Harry was even lonelier and more miserable than ever.
Oh, that's really mean.
Yeah, someone should stop that Satch.
Yeah, I would, if I knew where that island was.
He makes me angry.
Well, don't worry. I think this story took place a long time ago, didn't it, Uncle Jack?
Oh, yes, quite a while ago. Besides, something was soon to change. Now, a short time after that, another huge storm blew up, and this one was even huger than the first one. And it blew an even bigger ship right up onto the beach. Luckily, no one got hurt, but the passengers had to get off, of course, while they tried to fix the parts that were broken. Now, all the islanders rushed down to the beach to see what was going on. There was so much excitement that no one remembered about Harry. So Harry snuck out of the palace, and he too ran down to the beach. And when he got there, he became very excited because the passengers looked like they might be people from England, just like him. "Hey there," he called. "Where'd you blokes come from then?" And when the passengers heard Harry, they called back, "We're from England, same as what you are. Well, what you doing here then?" And soon they were all talking a mile a minute. "Hey, sir," said one of the islanders, do you actually mean you can understand this chap?" "Well, of course we can," said the passenger. "He's one of us, isn't he?" And the islanders looked closely at the passengers. They all looked like the High Chief, sort of, at least as much as Harry did. And they all talked that same strange way. But they couldn't all be the High Chief. In fact, the islanders decided that probably none of them were the High Chief, including Harry. And when Sarti heard them say that, he decided it was time to tiptoe away. But they caught him and brought him back. And the islanders made him move out of his palace, and they made him give up all his servants and give back all the money.
What about all the desserts?
That's a good question, Gloria. Of course, they couldn't make him give those back, of course not. So, Sarchi had to make desserts for all the islanders and the passengers every night.
That's good.
And not only that, they made him wash all the dishes and clean everything up afterwards. And only after everything was spick and span was he allowed to have his own dessert. And sometimes he didn't even get any, because everything was all gone.
Well, good.
Serve some rice.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
Yeah. So did Harry go back with the ship?
Oh, yes, he did. And when he got home, people were so interested in Harry's story that he was invited out to dinner every single night for the rest of his life. The end.
Great
Thank
story.
you.
Yeah,
Thanks, Uncle Jack.
Do you know something? All this talk about food reminds me of something.
Another story?
No. Supper.
Oh, me too. Yum, yum.
Well, now, isn't that a coincidence? Because I just finished making fish and chips.
Fish and chips, bless your love, it's me favourite.
Hey, we knew that.
Do you have any newspaper?
Well, now, I was just thinking...